As we have completed with this rectangular array, now let's start with this polar array. For that, we just go to this AutoCAD file. Then after, for this polar array, there we have just made this part. Okay. So for this polar array, we have just made this part. So how it actually works? It actually works in the circular format. It is basically for the circle and to make this the array in the circular format. So you can see that the same as we have seen for the rectangle part, it has been present in the same way. We will see it in detail. So for that, to make we have made a copy of it. You can see that it has been in the form of like this. How to make this a polar array format? So for that, we have to choose here as the make first of all a circle. Then we have to make a smaller circle and make the reference point here, the whatever point we want to array, we have to add it. So for that, then after we have to just choose here in the just scroll down here and choose here as the polar array. Then after here you can see that select the object. We have to select the object. Just select this object, enter it, and then after we have to choose the center point of the circle, the big one circles. Okay, you can if you are not able to get the center point, here you can just on this object here as the center in this object snap mode. And when you just choose this line point here on the circle, you will get this part. Okay, when you just go inside, just select it, and you are able to see that it is in the form of the circle. Okay, and like this way the polar array works. Here you can see that the type here, the array creation, the polar type is been seen here. Here you can see that this for this polar array, it is in the form of the 360-degree format. Here you can change the angle format. Okay, here you can change the dimension, means the angle between them. Let's say I want it in the 180-degree, then you can see that it is in the 180-degree format now. Okay, it works in the this way. Okay, if I want here as the 720, it will add up on their own. Okay, or it will not happen above that 360. Okay. Okay. After that, here you can see that when I type here as the 420, then it has been calculated as the 420 minus 360, that is the 60 here. So just control Z, or you can just type here as a 360, enter it. Same way for as we have seen for the rectangular array, here is the option present here. We can of this ortho mode on, of this ortho, and we can change the angle between each of it. Okay, like this way. And this is the second option present. By it we can change the number of the this means how much items we want. We can change it. Like this way it actually works. And it's the more professional way is here present, as when you just type here in this item format as the 360-degree, enter it, and choose here as the format as the between, or you can change here as the item as the 10, enter. You can see that the item has been changed. Okay, the circular item has been changed. Like this way it actually works. Here you can see that the rows are being present in this rows item. Here you can this is not that much required. In this row item, here you can see that 2, when you just type here as the 2, it will be formed in this direction. And by if you want to increase the size distance between these two, then you can just drag it forward, and you can make number of the rows like this way. Okay, you can see that the number of rows are being made like this. You can change the distance between them, or let's say I want here as the 2 rows, and the total distance between them should be about let's say 20. Then you can see that the it has been changed into this format. Just type here as the 1, enter, and you will be regained with this original position. This level option is for the 3D part. Then this associate, as you see that when you just click on this associate, it will be formed in the group. When you uncheck this associate, it will be formed in the single format. Just choose this associate. You have seen the base point also. Then this rotate item you will be seeing for this part. Okay, the direction item we will see for this part. Just close it, close the array, and you can see that the array for this part has been made perfectly. Same way we will see now this part of this chairs, and this is the conference room. Let's say it is in the form of the circle, and we want to make in the form of the array. Okay, so how to add it? So first of all, make a circle, then add this chair. We can get this chair by control 2, and then after we have to go to this ENUS. In this ENUS, go to design center. In this we have to go to this house design planner. Then after here we have to go back. It is not present here. It is present in this house spacing. Just choose from here and drag and place here like this way, and change the scale of it. I will just show you in the faster way of it how it actually works. Here you can see that we have to choose this polar array. Choose this polar array, then select this object and just press enter. Here you can see that when you just if the next command whatever you have to do, the reference is being seen here only. Just type here as the enter. Then after we have to choose the center part. Here you can see that I have on this object snap, and it is saying that it is the center of the circle. Just choose this center, and you can see that the array has been made properly. Here you can see that you can change the number of the chairs. I've changed the angle between them. Okay, you can change the angle between them. Number of chairs you can change. Here is the options, like here as 40. Let's say distance between them I said 40, and I wanted about item as the 10 chairs in the conference room, and the it will be in the form of the 360-degree as the total rotation. Just choose here as the 360 and press enter. You can see that it is in the form of the 360-degree, and each have the distance angle distance between each of them is about 36-degree, and the total field is about 360. Okay, the total number of the item here we have taken is the 10. And here also we can change the rows. Let's say I can increase here as the 2, change the distance between them, let's say 20. Here like this way I can change anything. Just type here as the 1, enter. And then after here in this level, it is for the 3D part. Here in this assertive, this is basically for the making the groups. This base point, we can change the base point like this. Here you can see that the base point has been changed. Same way we can add up the base point in the proper format, but just choose the circle. Then after we have to choose the this base point. Okay, control Z. It is not required. Control Z. How to do it? Just choose this polar array. Just type here as the select the object, enter it. The same way choose this center. Then after we have to add this item as the 10. Now we will see for this what is the rotate item. We have seen for this base point. Now we will see for this rotate item. Just choose this rotate item, and you can see that when you just uncheck this rotate item, whatever the position of this main part, that is the main chair, whatever we have added here, it will make the changes to in the same way. It will not rotate for each and every part. When you just choose this rotate item, then it will be form in the form face. It will face to the center part. Okay, and it will form into a angular format. Then this is the direction. Just off it. You can when you just off this direction, here you can see that it has been changed the direction. Here from now you can change it from here. When you just choose this direction, it will be changed into this direction. Okay, like this way it actually works. I will just make into a 360-degree format. Like this way this polar array actually works. Just close array, or escape it, and you can see that the polar array has been completed. You can add the trees also in this same format. For that we just make a circle format here. Just make a circle format, then control 2. We can add a tree here. For that we go to this ENUS design center. Then we have to go to this landscape. Then choose the here. Then after we can choose different types of the trees. I will just choose this tree. Just drag it downward here. Just close this part here. Then after we have to select this part. Then we have to scale this scale like this. Okay, just choose the scale like this, then select this, and move this part to this top part here. You can just move this to this part. Okay, like this way it has been moved. To be moved into the tangent format, just choose this, and you can see that it has been moved to the circle format. Okay, now I want to array it in the polar format. So for that you just choose this polar array, select the object, enter it. Then after we have to specify the center point of the circle. Just specify the circle point, and you will be directed to this part again. And here you can increase the number of the trees, let's say 10. Here you can change the distance between just take here as the 20 as the distance. You can see that it has been reduced here. Okay, you can just take here as the about 360. It will add up like this. Okay, increase the distance between them. You can change the number of the rows, let's say 2. It will add up the number of the rows. Just take it here as the 1. Then after this level is for the 3D part. This associative is for the making it in the form of the group. This base point, we can change the base point. Here it is the base point of it. We can change the base point of it when you just choose it. And here is the rotate item format. When you just click on this rotate item, it will be in the form of the original, whatever the item present here, it will be in that format. When you just click on this rotate item, it will be in the format like whatever present, it will be in that format. When you choose this direction, it will change the direction like this. You can change the angle of it. Like this way the array toolbar works. We have seen it in the all format how it actually works. Now the second part we have seen for the close, choose here as the close array. Then after we have seen for the polar array. Now we will see for the path array. So that's it. Let's meet in the path array format.